So I guess everybody knows about our hot water extraction products. When everybody thinks of TruckMountForums, generally you think of hot water extraction and truck mounts, right? To me, that's the epitome of clean. Doesn't mean that other methods don't work, and I've always been a proponent of both methods, hot water extraction and VLM. As a matter of fact, I took it one step further. What did I do? I bought a VLM chemical company. Yes, I bought out Vacaway. Steve Smith retired, and I went down there and spent a lot of time under his tutelage. I was able to learn quite a bit about chemistry. I thought I knew a lot, but I really didn't know a lot, and I was able to absorb 20-some years that Steve's been working on products, especially in the VLM arena or category. It's amazing what he's done. Steve owned, and we now own, NoStickyResidue.com, but when you want to find our products, it's Vacaway.com. We decided to keep the name because we really like the family feel and the small batch formulator feel that Steve has created. He put a lot of time, energy, and expense and many years into creating the best VLM, very low moisture products in the industry. And I want to talk to you about a couple of the top sellers that we have, but go to Vacaway.com. You can see the whole arena of products that we have, and also there's some machines on there too. But let's break down the machines just a little bit here. Got Georgia here filming for me. First of all, I want to break down the spotters just a little bit. You've got a peroxide based, and remember one thing about his products, when he says no sticky residue, he means it. And why is that? Because I'm going to show you in some later videos of how to test your encapsulated products versus his, and you're going to see that virtually every other product out there leaves a sticky residue, even though they say they're an encapsulating product or a VLM product, okay? But when it comes to his products, zero sticky residue, and that really makes a huge difference, okay? So I want to go through his spotters first. Now, I know a lot of you guys have basically heard of Hell Gel, and one of the reasons it's called Hell Gel is because it's so hard to make. It's a hard product to make, and that's why he named it Hell Gel, and I found that out firsthand. It's a very difficult, tedious product to make, but man, the results are amazing, especially just a citrus-based product. It's a citrus gel that actually turns into an encapsulation or leaves no sticky residue. That's really important. Same thing again with their red products. You got a product called Red Vanish for getting rid of reds. It also gets rid of other colors, usually greens, blues, and other colors are inside the carpet too. So keep that in mind. Red Vanish is a fantastic product. And then he's got a pig out. We have a pig out also, but our pig out is made for hot water extraction. His is made for VLM and hot water extraction. So it basically has a dual purpose. And pig generally stands for paint, ink, and grease remover. Paint, ink, and grease remover. So keep that in mind when you're looking for products like that, okay? And then last but not least, he's got other spotters too, but the Oxym Oxy is a good seller for him because this is basically a peroxide-based product. And it's really good for getting all types of, it's just a general purpose product, maybe like coffee, juices, blood, organic stains, and it crystallizes. So how cool is that? So whatever's on the carpet there that you can't get out and you're worried about it might be coming back on you, well, this will crystallize it and it'll encapsulate it. Those polymers will. Anything that starts to wick back up that you weren't able to get to from the top of the surface, all these products will take care of it. All right, now let's break down some of the gallon products here, some of the top sellers. Commercial Magic, basically just what it says it is. It's magic on commercial carpet, commercial glue down. Some people use it in residential, but it's a high pH product. Really, it's the only high pH product out there that actually encapsulates. It's very difficult to get a very high pH product to encapsulate, but Steve was able to do that, so that's really cool. It crystallizes really nicely, and it'll cut through CGD, carpets, commercial glue down on concrete, fast as lightning. And so keep that in mind for the Commercial Magic. It comes in a regular scent, no scent, and then the lemon scent, but the lemon scent is the hot seller. So keep that in mind. You know, let's face it, customers like a little bit of a scent, and the lemon's not overpowering. It's kind of a light smell, kind of like a lemon pledge, so to speak, kind of smell to it. Really smells nice. And then he's got his Blast Detonator, which is basically just a peroxide-based product, and this will be available with some different scent centers, to keep that in mind. I think it's already in lemon, but it might be a special scent coming along that I can't talk about right now, but it's going to be kind of cool. And this is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, peroxide product on the market, the Detonator. Keep that in mind. And then he's got a product called, or we now have a product called the Big Gun 357. And this is really, really safe for stain-resistant carpet. So it's very a strong product, but you can use it on stain-resistant products. You got newer carpets, it won't void the warranty and stuff like that, like a high pH might do. Now, when it comes to my own technicians, they've tried them all and they love them all. But my pickiest technician, I won't mention his name, and I like the fact that he's picky because when I give him a product and he tests it, I get the real true feedback. He'll tell me just how it is, right? His favorite product is the Intensity Green. He said, Rob, I love the Intensity Green. He said everything about it, the way it cleans, the way it crystallizes, and the fact that it even knocks down odors by itself. So he really liked that, and the fact that it's basically a green product. So he really likes the Intensity Green quite a bit. So keep that in mind when you're picking your product for VLM. And don't forget, we still have our Super Cap, which really crystallizes very nicely too. I actually was able to test. Steve taught me all the different ways to test all different types of products. And at his location, he had basically attained or went ahead and got all the different types of encapsulation products on the market. And he showed me how to test each one versus his products. And that was really cool and also an eye-opener. So that's really cool. All right, now, and then he's got a product which is a ClO2 product. And this is one of the strongest ClO2 products on the market right here. And this is, he calls it Odor Death. Odor Death ×2. And so we went ahead and kept that name because that's what it really does. It kills the odor. This comes in non-scented, but also comes in lemon. But lemon is the hot seller. Again, people really like the lemon scent. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with some organic odors. Basically what this does is when it gets down inside the carpet, as it off-gases, it starts to kill all the organic odors that are inside the carpets and sometimes inside the air also. So that's a good product right there. Now, before I go much further, I want to mention that a lot of these products here were private label by other VLM companies, but for the most part, they're not now. And so we're selling them direct ourselves. And here's another one right here, Spot and Boost. And this was a very popular product, but then the other company out there now is using somebody else. But what's really nice about the Spot and Boost is you're able to spot carpets with it and you're able to boost any of your products that you want to. So if you get inside of a place and it's just thrashed, go ahead and add a little bit of this to this. And the cool thing is you can use this on almost any type of material, whether it's CGD, whether it's nylon, polyester, furniture, everything. So that's kind of cool. It also does a great job of getting black filtration lines out of the carpets, gets rid of ink, lipstick, magic marker, toner, mascara, you name it. It's really a great product. This was marketed under a different name, and under that name it sold a ton. So keep that in mind when you're looking for a product. It's hard to make a spotter that totally encapsulates, and this does a great job. Now, almost before I get to this product up here, which I'm saving for a minute, I'm going to show you the Safe and Soft. And the Safe and Soft is really nice because you can use this on rugs, and delicate furniture. So now you can encapsulate all different types of cottons and natural fibers, linens, things of that nature. Does a great job on those. So, and it encapsulates. So if you've got a very delicate rug or you got a very delicate piece of upholstery and you're concerned about it and you want to encapsulate it, use this. Okay? Safe and Soft. Lives up to its name. It's safe and it leaves it soft. Yes. So it's gentle, basically, so to speak. All right, the last product I wanted to show you was something that really, all the products really impressed me, but this product blew me away. And this product over here, I'm going to bring it over here to you a little closer, is called Smart Sense. And what's unique about the Smart Sense is it's highly concentrated. It comes out almost like a syrup. That's how concentrated it is. And what it does, it is the only, he makes the claim, and he showed me all the test results of all the other products. It's the only product that leaves no sticky residue when it comes to deodorization. So it's an odor counteractant that leaves zero sticky residue. So I went ahead and did his test, emulated his test that he did up there, and it actually dries to a crystal. So how cool is that? You've got a super concentrated deodorizer. Comes in many different scents: lemon, cherry, orange, strawberry, baby powder, and a new one coming along, which I don't want to say right now. We'll hold that little surprise. But how cool is it? You can take an essential oil product with polymers and you can make it encapsulate and turn into a crystal, and it's a deodorizer. So now when you're mixing something within your Hydroforce or your inline sprayer and you want to put some deodorizer in there, you don't have to worry about it having any sticky residue. Or if you're going to post-spray your deodorizer afterwards, rake it in, groom it in, you can be rest assured, you can let the customer know this deodorizer leaves no sticky residue. So if you are a discriminating professional and you want the best of the best, that's what this is. So remember, vacaway.com, you can find all these products right here. I will be doing, a more in-depth video along with showing how I test the products. Okay, now, what good would it be to have VLM products? And you probably might be wondering, hey Rob, why are you doing VLM? Well, one of the main reasons I'm doing VLM because the economy the way it is a low price entry point. So it's very simple to get into the market by using encapsulation, and it does a decent job. Okay, it makes the carpets really look good. Is it as deep as hot water extraction inside of a home? That's been debated by carpet cleaners all around the industry, but I feel like it's not because you're not removing the contaminants as much. Even though when this crystallizes, it does vacuum up. I feel like hot water extraction is still king of residential, and I feel like VLM is still king of commercial. However, there is a lot of crossover. I let my guys go ahead, if they get into a home and there's no urine inside the house, and he wants to go ahead and use encapsulation, I'll let him make that decision, okay, based on the home that they're working with. Or if you are a VLM cleaner and you want to go ahead and do encapsulation, a lot of guys are getting a little small portable or a spotter like we have. You take a spotter machine, you go in there, hit all the urine stains first, then you go back and encapsulate it. So you see, you can make just about anything work. I started off with a Kirby shampooer, which is probably the original encapsulation machine way back in the day, right? Was that 30, almost 40 years ago? That's how long ago it was. But, and I worked my way up from the little Kirby encapsulating machine up to a portable, up to a small truck mount, to a mid truck mount, to a large truck mount. Now I'm using the largest truck mount that's made, period. Okay? So these are all stepping stones, but some people stay at one stone, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not always the machine as much as it is the person. Think about this. I mean, I could clean a carpet with a rug doctor, all right? Probably just as good, if not better than some cleaners out there using a truck mount. But it would take a long time to do it. The efficiency's not there. 2 or 3 rooms might take me a whole day to match what I can do with a truck mount. So it's all about efficiency. So as you move up these tiers, you're just becoming more efficient generally and able to do a faster job while not sacrificing the quality or even having a higher quality. But it really depends on you. You have to be conscious about what you do. You have to learn your trade inside and out. And there's a lot of guys who are making a great living just doing VLM and encapsulation or pad capping. It's up to you. Now, so what good is it to have chemistry if you don't have machines? So as George backs up here a little bit, I'm going to show you the little lineup here. Now, almost everybody knows that at tmfshop.net, you can buy all our Orbot products. We carry the Vibe, the Sprayborg, the Life. We carry the Micro Mini. We carry all the encapsulating products or the encapsulating machines. OP is what it basically stands for, is oscillating pad machines. So these are all OP, oscillating pads. And so the cool thing about this lineup that we've picked up right now, the Trinity lineup, is no offense to the old owners, but we just didn't hit it off. And I'm a big fan. As you've noticed, we've got over 7,000 5-star reviews in our store at tmfshop.net. I'm a big fan of customer service and going the extra mile when it comes to customer service. And I just didn't feel like that was something I received, so I never adopted their products. However, in my travels, in my RVs, I've traveled around the last couple of years, I was able to meet Ted and his wife, and I will tell you what, they have bought the company, and they have not only improved the product, but they've improved the customer service. They're just some of the nicest people that you've ever met. So it impressed me, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the lineup. So over here I've got the Odyssey machine, then we've got the Champ, and then we've got the Phoenix. We carry, I think they have 6 different uprights. We carry them all, but these are the ones I'm carrying inside my showroom floor for people to be able to come in and test out. So if you get a chance to come to Chesapeake or Virginia Beach, Virginia, because we're side by side, we have a location in each city, you can come on over here and test the product. So we got the new VLM chemistry. We have the new VLM OP machines. We got you covered. Then they got the Stepson, which you can use for stairs and upholstery and mattresses if you want to, the little machine down there. And these come with pad drivers. You have to break them in just a little bit by running them on the concrete for a couple of minutes. But it's kind of cool having a pad driver rather than kind of the Velcro driver that some other brands carry. That gives you a little bit more flexibility, and you can go ahead and versatility. You can use some other different types of pads that you can't use on other machines. So this gives you the capability to not to have to use proprietary based pads and bonnets and things of that nature. So because this is the standard that's been in the industry, you know, for, I don't know, 100 years, however long the industry's been around, since buffers have been around, right? But remember, these oscillating pad machines. Now, speaking of buffers, we have now picked up the Hawk line, so we're carrying the Brute machine. We're carrying their, every machine that they basically carry, but inside of the store here for hardwood floors, for stone polishing, I went ahead and picked up a bunch of these machines, so they're available, but we're going to have all of them inside of our store. Go inside the store at tmfshop.net, you can get them. But what's cool about the Brute line is you can add weights to it. It comes in a 13 inch, comes in a 17 inch, and I think it comes in a 21 inch, but 13 and 17 are the most popular. Some guys actually use this to pre-agitate carpet. There's a lot of guys who swear it does a better job in the CRV. Maybe it does do a better job of, you know, suspending the soil on top of the carpet. However, when it comes to digging deep down inside the carpet, you really can't beat a CRV. So they're just two different tools, but it's kind of cool to have different tools in the toolbox, right? So that's really nice. All right, a couple other hot new items that we have. We also have this new Smith sprayer. It's just, you know, we've been selling this for a little bit now, and it's a 1 gallon sprayer. Or is it 2 gallon? I can't remember, gallon and a half. 2 gallons, excuse me, 2 gallon sprayer. I usually just fill them to a gallon, kind of like carrying a lot of extra weight around. And I like to just mix my product up accordingly. But the push buttons here on top, right here on top, you got a little push button. Can you see that, George? See the push button on there? All right, so this is really nice. Medium weight. The battery's built right in the top here, so you just unscrew the top off, take it over there, charge it up, and it's good to go. You know, one thing, something about this unit right here is we've never had one come back since we've been selling it. So sometimes electric sprayers have some problems with the batteries, or they have some problems with the other components. We've never had a repair on a Smith. How unusual is that? So if you want something that's really durable, that's really been established for a long time, that's it. They've been around for a while, and they're a great company. And then, of course, we've got our, just got another load in that we made of our stripper and our all-purpose cleaner for the FinishMe line. Some of you already know that we're carrying hardwood floor products, and we can also use them on we got LVT, LVP. You can use them on all types of stone, you name it, we have it all. But when it comes to the hardwood floors, remember that's the black gold. The black gold edition, and it comes in what? Matte, semi-gloss, and a satin finish. I thought I had a satin finish over there. It's over there. So anyway, that's kind of cool. These have really been selling well because it is a very, very high quality, very durable product. A lot of products are being pushed, and I hate to say it, but some of the bigger companies sometimes will sacrifice quality and to make higher profits. Where I like a smaller formulation company because they'll take the time, put it just like me when it comes to our hot water extraction products. I'll put in as most raws I can put in there. I'll use the highest quality raws. I'll go ahead and use the highest quality solvents, surfactants, essential oils, everything, just the very best of everything. And that makes a huge difference because at the end of the day, when we get inside the house, our products have to perform. If they don't perform, it just falls right back on us. We don't get the big threes I talked about all the time, right? The repeats, the reviews, and the referrals. So you have to have the products that work. At the end of the day, that's what counts. That's why I take no shortcuts when it comes to chemistry. And that's what I liked about when I bought Vac-Away. This guy took no shortcuts. He uses the best of everything. And we decided not to change the name. We went ahead and kept it as vacaway.com. All right. Then, of course, some people know it, some people don't know. We now have a polished version of our titanium wand. We polished the titanium, which just gives a nice little attractive look. Some people like the painted powder coat, but I've also got it in the polished look. So that kind of gives you just a unique look. We're running it as a special edition. If it becomes a hot seller, we'll keep it. If not, it'll just probably just come out every once in a while. But the same thing, still very ergonomic. Look at that, you hold it in one finger. That shows how lightweight the machine is, but the head is still milled aluminum. It's got a slotted glide on there. It's got the jet extenders. It's got the same glass on there. Now the large glass, you can see what's coming in and out. It's got the locking head mechanisms. You can lock it or unlock it. It swivels. We've upgraded all the hoses too now over the last year or so, last 6 months or a year. We've also upgraded the hanger All the fittings are now stainless steel. This thing is just a work of art. And this will be a lifetime wand. Now, I will say one thing. People say, well, you know, I've seen people have problems with their swivel wands. You know what? On our swivel wands and our trucks, since we've started making them, I don't know, 7 years ago or something like that, you know, we've never had a swivel failure. But you know why? Because we use the grease zerk. We'll grease it every 90 days to 6 months. All right? So some of these guys, some of you guys out there don't take the time to grease the swivel wand. It is a moving part. A moving part needs to be greased, okay? So I've asked some guys sometimes, hey, look, they say, oh, my swivel's locked up, or my swivel's coming apart a little bit. What's wrong with it? How come this is happening? And I said, okay, you've had it 3 or 4 years now. Let me ask you a question. 3 or 4 years you've had it, right? It's okay. We've had this 3 or 4, they've owned it for 3 or 4 years, but they've never greased it. I asked them, when's the last time you greased it? So I never greased it. So there's a problem. Another thing too, one other problem you can have with swivel wands, it's only 2 problems, not greasing them, and if you lock the head in, right, and then you hit the furniture, or you knock the head down when you put it inside your truck, you are putting a lot of stress on it because you've got it locked in. That's why some manufacturers don't even put a locking mechanism on it. So be cognizant of that fact when you're using your wand, okay, your swivel wand. I will say this, in the non-swivel version we've had, no moving parts, never had any failures, 0. Swivel, if you don't take care of it, you could have a failure, take care of it, it'll last you practically forever, basically, all right? Okay, so I think that covers all the new products, and we've got some other really cool new products coming out, which I'm not at liberty to talk about right now. My son asked me we put it off for a little bit, but in about 30 to 45 days, watch for some other new cool products. And you know me, I always like to experiment and test things and stuff like that, so I've been putting this little beast together here. And I'm modifying it. One problem that this rotary had that a lot of people weren't aware of is that it had a flow issue. And as far as I know, it's not even for sale anymore. I believe they've taken it off the market. So I've learned to go ahead and change the flow. There's a little ring in here. You can take it out of here and you can drill it out and get it just right. So I've got it at a really good flow rate right now. I'm curious to take it out there. Got my boss filter on there. I think she's going to be a bad boy right there. So I'll take this thing out, try it out. I always just like to experiment and go way outside the box. Matter of fact, if you can think of any outside of the box things, let me know. I've got videos where I've cleaned with one hand. I've got videos where I've cleaned while I'm reading a book, drinking a cup of coffee, doing something like this right here. We got a couple of things on the workbench I can't show you right now, but we got something else cool we're going to be doing for furniture and for mattresses. We just like doing wild and crazy things. So if you've got something wild and crazy and an idea, post it down here in the links. Matter of fact, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. I think we've got over 500 videos in there. And one thing about our videos that separates us from other people is our videos are generally teaching you something. I'm always cognizant of the fact, how can I teach people, cleaners, to be better cleaners so they can build more legacy wealth for them and their family. So I'm always thinking about, before I do a video, how can I help them learn so they can go ahead and sell to their clients? Because selling is the lifeblood of your company. So make sure you're always selling. ABC, right? Always be closing. Or ABS, always be selling. However you want to look at it. Well, I'm Rob Allen with TruckMountForums. Hope you enjoyed this video about all these hot new products. Remember, vacaway.com, tmfshop.net, we got you covered. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and ring the bell, subscribe, make a comment, like. We'd really appreciate everything. And also we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. If you're not part of our Facebook group, we have the largest Facebook group in the industry. It's a private group. Just go inside there, just look it up. It's TruckMountForums, Carpet Cleaning Professionals. It's the largest group in the industry, like 1,000 posts a day. It moves fast. You're learning. You'll learn more about your trade. You'll become more successful, more profitable, and you build that legacy wealth for your family. Speaking of family, I'm Rob Allen with TruckMountForums. Thank you for using our family business. Thanks a lot and have a great day.